like to return selfless, indefatigable warrior, Sister Amakos Jinga Ababio, January 4th.
Congratulations.
Super job.
Yes.
Okay, so I want the executive to come right here because we all work together. It's a teamwork.
Go on and start crying. All the OG, original gangsters, come on up there.
So everybody think about who's going to replace these beautiful people.
Next generation.
Don't just look.
It's a new day.
All these young people.
You see this lady right here?
Hold still.
All the Ghanaian pageants. She's responsible for training these young ladies to Miss Ghana Tourism. Stand up, Makafi. This pretty young lady right here. And she's a worker. She travels all over the world promoting Ghana and tourism.
Another brilliant brother here, young man, dependable, reliable. I work with him the Marba Festival.
This brother was the one that invited BADA to the Marba Festival, which ended up being the reason why we went up north to acquire what we had to acquire.
Visit him and Brother Karim. Stand up, Brother Karim.
Brother Karim, he was our interpreter that took us up there to meet the Overlord, to show us firsthand that was our home, that we were not called one time up there foreigners or bronies.
Not once.
Not once.
Not once. James, another young brother who we're privileged to have. James, stand up. James owns some apartments that he's renting and selling.
Yes.
He's a building constructor, but he's a dynamite brother from the diaspora. We want these people on board BADA. Replace us overseas.
Temporary housing. This young brother sitting down back there. When I was coming to a meeting, a BADA meeting, I called a boat driver because Uber's not out there where I am. He came and picked me up. He's from the same area where we're getting the land. First thing, he's a reader. His grandfather, who schooled him on everything, this brother's a revolutionary and an activist in his own right. His grandfather's in New York City that gives him books on Pan-Africanism. And the first question he wants to know, how can I get involved and what can I do to help?
Yes.
There's about 15 other ones.
15 other ones. Can't go through them all. But please, bear with me 1 second. I may get in trouble for this.
Oh yeah.
There's a brother that is rarely seen. He doesn't come in public. And he came up because of Sister Imokos. He knew she would receive an award, and he decided that he has to be here. This brother, he and I go back, way back, 30 years, 20, 25, 30 years. And I'll get in trouble for this, but this brother's one of those who, because of his involvement in the community, he was targeted. And we went to court together, we always talk about it. He went to jail. He ended up spending $10,000 of his own money on legal fees to get himself out of trouble. As a result, he kind of backed off from community work. But if this brother was to be involved with us, he's a dynamite. Brother OG, I'll get in trouble later, but please stand up. Come up to the front. I have to recognize you.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
OG,
You're tall enough.
respect.
Yeah, you got to respect this brother. Well known in Toronto. He not go way back. He's serious. He doesn't tolerate foolishness. So, if you want to say, because of Sister Amiko's why he came out. You want to say something?
The meeting was very inspirational for me. I'm very happy to be here. Brother Yao is a little bit humble. Firstly and foremost, I am here because of him. Secondly, because of Sister Ima Cruz and the worldwide movement of Sankofa. A couple of things were said and a couple of things for me I will always have a problem with. But since he's given me the platform to speak, the word and the words also speak together. I think we need to change the word volunteerism to investment.
Thank you.
Nothing is wrong with volunteerism. Let's consider that we are going to invest our time in the development of our community, of our people, and of our business. And I have to throw in the word business there. Right. Because if you take it going back to the Black Panther Party and our movements, we had everything in the constitution and the platforms of our organization, everything except the concept or the idea of economic sustainability. We need, as BADA and all our organizations, and before I join BADA or any organizations, I need to see a way that we develop to pay ourselves for these. So when the person asks, what are we, maybe you ask it directly or specifically, but when the person asks what is going to be done with the money, let's come up with a few lists of a few things. Let me just pass my book here quickly. BADA needs money for what? What does BADA need money for? BADA needs money. Right, needs money to pay for rent and leasing. BADA needs money for utilities. BADA needs money for staff and personnel. We cannot continue to volunteer. We need to invest. When we invest, we show our children, our progeny, that the money we put in, we get back out. We need to pay ourselves. We need to generate incomes to pay ourselves. BADA needs money for project development, for coordinators, for special events planning, for gratitudes, for sustainability. Let me say again, sustainability. We need money for developing economic independence. Do you understand what I'm saying? Social entrepreneurship. Social enterprise is something that the organizations in Toronto were puppeting around for a while. What's social enterprise? We can drop the word social and put enterprise out there. But we're cool with social enterprise. But our organizations need to make money. That's all I gotta say. Sister Ima Cruz, I am proud and honored to be associated with you.
Vegetarian dishes, she's looking for someone to work with in that regard.
Can I make one announcement?
No.
I was looking at him for the smile.
He did one of your
Well, you see, I said quiet. I'd just like to announce, how many of you know of former Ambassador Ericana Chimbohore Kwa?
Yes.
Okay, let me just get it right. On Wednesday, the 17th through the 19th of June, and I know it's a little bit far in advance, she will be coming here to speak with at PLO, the PLO Lumumba Foundation. So please, you can register now online. Malema from South Africa and Lumumba will all be coming here the 17th through the 19th. It's a wonderful time to show our support for her because that sister is on it as far as I'm concerned.
And
so,
and you just go on their website?
Yes, it's called the PLO Lumumba Foundation.
So I would just like to say
African Mentorship Conference.
very much for this award. I'm really surprised. And yes, I am running away to Rwanda. Let me just quickly tell you some really fine points of Rwanda. 64% of the parliament is female.
Oh, yes.
40% of the Congress is female.
All right.
50% of the Constitution says that 50% of the government has to be run by women.
All right.
The place is so clean, you can eat off the streets. I registered my business on Tuesday, and Wednesday I had my doctor.
All right.
So right now I have a project in Rwanda to empower women. So that women can be more entrepreneurial. Because 25 years later, after a genocide that killed over 1 million people, these folks have risen up out of the ashes and shown me and others what it really means to be able to forgive my brother, forgive my sister. They were originally known as Hutsis and Tutsis. They now are Rwandans straight up. So I'm going to see about our project. We've started a project in which we have taken sewing machines, or we bought sewing machines in Rwanda to support the Rwandan economy. So we train 10 women a day. At the end of a 6-month period, they will get their machines and be able to do business on their own. So this trip is to take more machines and money to be able to support that project.
And that's what this fund is for here.
Hold it, let me clarify something. This is my petition to change the name of Castle Dungeons. This is donation for BADA. Okay, as the brother said, we have to pay telephone, lights, and all the rest of that. I've not asked anybody in this room for any money.
For Rwanda.
All right.
$100. This money here is money to help support BADA's running of the office, etc.
I apologize. I apologize.
Yes, that's okay.
And this one is for lobbying for our right to return be turned into the law of return here in Ghana. That's what this fund is for, lobbying, for the lawyers.
Expect to see some good numbers as far as people signing up for membership and what you do, and so we can move forward. And like I said, within a week or two, we'll announce that for the different changes that are being made, but it's all strategic, okay? Give somebody a hug and let's enjoy the rest of the day.
Hold up. Okay, I know I mentioned, excuse me, hello. I know I mentioned about GoFundMe, but since we have a BADA website and we do have links on there, why don't we go to YouTube and all that and spread it? And we end up having them just put the money to the BADA account. Versus a GoFundMe, if you all can spread it around to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere, and give them the BADA website and ask them to donate to BADA. And the money be put straight into the BADA account. And we can work from there.
There you go. Thank you.
What you feel so far about Ghana?
I love Ghana. It's a beautiful country. Everyone's here is beautiful. They're very loving, very supportive. I can't wait to get here. That's it.
So I'm giving a tour of the houses if anybody's interested.
Oh, tour of houses.
So the houses are semi-detached, and basically anyone who rents a property has access to this whole space. Okay. So you can sit here, you can sit at the back.
I was thinking that just by yourself, you just go.
So downstairs is the dining room, the kitchen, and you have a veranda at the back as well. A little veranda at the back. I'm glad you said nice little, because people think it's too little. They're like, this kitchen is tiny.
What do you want the kitchen for, I say?
No, unless you're a caterer, obviously.
Yeah, you can be outdoors all the time. You can barbecue, can't you?
You see? You can get me to cook for you.
See me, I don't like to be in the kitchen, so smaller the better.
Thank you. we have the downstairs takeout. Please.
This is nice. Bathroom, yes.
3 bedrooms upstairs and a 1 room. So one room is a master bedroom that has its own bathroom, and the other 2 rooms share a bathroom.
That's a lovely song.
Yeah.
Very nice song. And I like it because it's dark.
It's so dark, yeah.
Very dark.
But it's quite cool in here too. It feels cool. Even though there's no
And they got
AC.
Wi-Fi.
You got Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Well, they can't complain.
We can put a TV in here for whoever wants to see.
Yeah, the master has the bathroom and the other ones don't.
Does it have a walkout patio? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the bathroom. It's a cute little walkout. Not bad. Now these
Okay, I'll
are
take this.
Airbnb?
So these are all, they're not officially on the Airbnb website. So what we're trying to do is basically get people that we feel comfortable with here.
Yes.
Because we don't want you to live here and then we get like a bunch of gangsters next door to you.
Yeah.
So we try, because when you're on Airbnb, you really don't really have that much of a choice.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
But whereas if you come and call me, I can say, let me meet you first.
Yes.
So and the same with the canvas as well. The canvas is a creative space where anybody can come and do anything free of charge. We don't charge. We just need to meet you first and feel comfortable, and then. So that's why there's no sign outside. Because when we put a sign outside, everybody starts coming, and then the concept changes.
Yes.
So that's why we keep it very intimate.
I love that.
Oh, I like it.
That's the whole idea.
So he's washing his hands before we eat our dish. And here comes the food right on time. Okay, thank you. That's banku. Thank you. Salmon and palm oil. That's my dish. He's got the palava sauce and the goat meat with some yam and plantains, and then she's got the ground nut soup with the goat, which is called mutton, and some salmon, and hers is with bump. And we are at the mall, Aqua Mall, called Rose Joy.